Hey, this is Samantha at RecipeThis.com and the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I want to show you just how easy it is to cook an Instant Pot butternut squash. Well, before we dive into this recipe, I just wanted to suggest that you head over to RecipeThis.com. We've got more than 1,200 kitchen gadget recipes, including recipes for the air fryer, Instant Pot, slow cooker, soup maker, bread maker, microwave, Ninja Foodie, and many others. We also have a free weekly newsletter, which you can find on the homepage of RecipeThis.com, or you can find it on RecipeThis.com/newsletter. And there you can get our best kitchen gadget recipes sent to your inbox every Friday morning. If you've not cooked a butternut squash in the Instant Pot yet, then it's an absolute must. Grab one of these and we're going to slice it in half and then cook it in the Instant Pot. And then you can simply remove the seeds and you've got half a butternut squash that you can eat straight away. I fell in love with these a few years ago after seeing them being oven baked. But the downside of this is it took well over an hour to cook in the oven. Yet the wonderful Instant Pot, which is like your kitchen gadget hero, can do them in less than 20 minutes. I mean, that is just amazing. So I'm now going to pass you over to my chef hubby Domi, and he's going to show you how to cut the butternut squash so that you can easily cook it in the Instant Pot. So over to Chef Dom. So first of all, you need a trivet. The best ones to use are the ones with handles, like you can see we've got there. And then you need 1.5 cups of water into your Instant Pot, and that is for ours, which is an 8 quart. The small ones just need 1 cup. And then the other task left is to chop up your butternut squash. Ours has still got a label on it. And the easiest way is to actually chop off the end, and then it makes it so easy to balance, like you can, oh, hang on a minute. If you have a look there, you can just see how well it's balancing. I'm just going to move the Instant Pot out of the way so you can properly see this. So Dominic's now going to show you how he slices it in half, and he's using the bottom bit to keep it level. And you need a really good chef's knife like what he's using, and it's a lot of patience but as you're pushing down on it. And then, as you can see, all the way down, and then that's your 2 halves of butternut squash, and then they can go in the Instant Pot like this. And note, we're not removing the seeds until after they've cooked, and that's because they're easier to take out the Instant Pot once they're cooked, and then you can just scrape them out with a spoon. And our favourite way to enjoy butternut squash is with loads of bolognese loaded over them. So you could follow our Instant Pot Sloppy Joe's recipe, and instead of using a burger bun, you can load them over your butternut squash, and it's just absolutely delicious. So then, lid on the Instant Pot, and then make sure you're set to sealing, and then you're looking for the pressure cook button, and then you're looking for 17 minutes. It may vary slightly if you've got a huge butternut squash compared to us, but that's normally enough, and then press start. So the Instant Pot butternut squash has finished its cook time. We're now going to release the remaining pressure. And it's finished. I actually ended up putting some pots away that were on the drainer because honestly it feels like it takes forever to release all the pressure. So now let's take a closer look at these butternut squashes. Oh yes, I can get a fork through them. That's what you're looking for, the perfect fork test. And then what you can do is you can then use those handles to very easily lift them out. Isn't that brilliant? I just love the handle trivets. They weren't about when I first got an Instant Pot back in 2016, and it was all about, I never really got the hang of it really, was making these little slings out of silver foil. But I never really did that, and I just used to struggle or get Dominic to lift things out for me. But these handle ones, are absolutely brilliant. So let me show you again just how fork tender it is. And if you actually left it in for about 2 more minutes, then what you could do is when you go to scoop it all out, you could mash it with a fork and it would become butternut squash mash, because it's just lovely like that. So next step, grab yourself a spoon and you just want to be scooping out. And this is what's amazing about butternut squash, is if you leave the seeds in first, look at that is just it on a spoon. It comes off on one spoon. So it's not like when you're doing it with the other ones and you end up ages scraping like this away when it's raw, but when it's cooked, it's just amazing. Again, I've nearly got all of that on the spoon. A little bit needs to come off, but it's the quickest thing ever. And then once you've cooked them, salt and pepper, and they're just perfect now for tucking into. You could just have them as they are, like I say, mash. Or best of all, what I love for the little holes is to put some bolognese sauce over them, and then they're just the best. So the butternut squash has had a chance to cool down, and if you can see, that's what it looks like. It just looks brilliant. Like I say, it's totally fork tender. Oh, that is just too good. I just love it. And then if you were feeling really naughty, you could also add in a little bit of butter to melt on it as it's cooling down. And then, like I said, a little bit longer and you could have mash, and it's just perfect. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Recipe This family. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook and Pinterest. We also have a weekly newsletter at recipethis.com/newsletter, where we share with you our latest kitchen gadget recipes, what we're cooking in the Milner kitchen, and so much more. As well as this, we recommend that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then whenever we have a new video, you will be the first to know. And if you want to know about all our future videos, then I recommend you hit the bell for instant notifications. But even better, we now have a podcast. It's called Magic with Gadgets. Simply search Magic with Gadgets on your favourite podcast player and you'll find us there.